it's Musashden. Over the years, I've created over 100 fan OCs and even more original characters. Some of them are retired, some I will never speak of again, and some are lost to the ages because I can't remember what their story was or how they looked. But this is the first in a series I'm doing about the original characters that are still active after all these years. I thought it only fitting that the inaugural episode be about my first successful fan creation, Tack Wayne. I created Tack back in 2002 when Batman Beyond came to Toonami. If you don't know what those things are, I'm certain that Google will help you. What's interesting about Tack is that he wasn't originally a boy. The trend at the time, and even now, is to write a new girlfriend into the series you like. And when I tried giving Terry a new love interest, because oh my god, I can't stand Dana, I found this girl I had created fell flat. She wasn't interesting, and when I tried to make her more edgy by making her a teacher, I creeped myself out. Plus, Terry wouldn't do that. He's a good boy. And the bad girl angle had already been played with the introduction of 10, Melanie, and I liked her. I actually liked her, but she didn't show up as much as I would have liked in the series, and everybody knows as soon as you don't like something about a series, that's when the fan fiction happens. Anyway, back to Tack. 2002 was just around the time that manga, particularly yaoi manga, was becoming plentiful in America, and man, did I love those go nowhere, will they, won't they, the shy uke, tall, dark semi-plots, mainly because I was 17. Moving on, I got the brilliant idea to turn the girl in my story into a boy. I got the idea from Japanese manga, and it worked. The main conflict in the story practically wrote itself. Assumed straight jock or a cis male jock suddenly falling in love with this tiny blonde boy who used to be his enemy. Geez, that is just fan fiction gold right there. What makes Tack so interesting besides the slash aspect of his story is the effect that splicing has on him. When he's spliced, he's brash, daring, and flirtatious. When he's not spliced, he's somewhat of a brat. After spending so much time on his own, he doesn't like all the rules Bruce sets in place for him. He had been overdosing on the serum for years, so without it, he exhibits symptoms of withdrawal. With or without the serum, he has very poor impulse control. On a whim, he gets his navel pierced, randomly steals things, kisses Terry, and gets into fights when people at school insult him. His lack of forethought does come in handy as he adapts quickly to changing situations. I asked my watchers on DeviantArt for a couple of questions for Tack if they had any. He's my oldest fan character, so he's been around for quite a bit, and anybody who watches me knows that I keep him around. So I got a couple from BBB35. You're awesome. Thank you. And here we go. Let's get these. It says, question number 1. Who's a hero or heroine you admire the most? And this question is for Tack. So, who's a hero or heroine Tack admires the most? Booster Gold. that was just a joke for BBB. That's a joke. Obviously, it's going to be his mother, Catwoman. He admired her the most because she often walked that gray area of being good and slightly bad because of her life of crime. But then when the world was on the line, she put it aside and did the right thing. So he admires Catwoman the most, obviously, the mantle he took up. Next question. And who do you like and get along with the most? Who does Tack get along with the most? That would be his best friend Blade. Bobby Blade Summer, a character from the show. As the story goes, on his first day of school at Hamilton High, he complimented her shoes, and the rest was history. Blade is actually the one who told Tack to go after Terry and screw all the rest. She is actually a good friend to Tack despite his choice in boyfriends. She admits that Terry is attractive, but Tack can get someone so much hotter. Blade doesn't judge him for being gay, and she doesn't care about his feud with Dana. She thinks he's fabulous, and he thinks she's fabulous, and they're just the best of friends. So he gets along with her the most. Next question. If you and Terry were still together in 20 years, what did you think would make a good anniversary gift? Matching bikini waxes. Again, that's another joke. Sorry. It's canon that Terry takes forever to get engaged. So maybe after 20 years of them being together, they finally get married. because Terry needs to put a ring on it. He takes forever to put a ring on it. It's canonical that he does that. So maybe some sort of vacation where they don't have to worry about the fate of Gotham for like a month. That would be nice for them. And last but not least, this is a not safe for work question, NSFW, but the question is, if you had to pick a third guy in a threesome with Terry, who do you think Terry would agree on? It could be a hero or someone they know or any celebrity in their universe. Okay, so Tack actually listed off in the story, he listed off a bunch of guys that he thought were cute, Cooper Hill, Roy Millen, and finally Jared Tate, who actually is a character on the show. And I guess Jared would be Tack's choice. Terry doesn't get a choice in another guy because he's not really all that. Yeah, he wouldn't pick, but Tack would pick. It would either be Jared Tate or Jack from the Royal Flush Gang. Like Terry and Jack, Tack and Jack actually have a little bit of a history together that I have to write into the new version of the story. But yeah, he would pick Jack or Jared, and Terry would just have to accept it. All right, that's it for the questions. Thanks for the questions. So, like I said, I have tentative plans to rewrite his story, but as of right now, the version of his story that's up on fanfiction.net, I revamped back in 2009, and every couple of years I go back just to make sure I'm doing my boy justice. Like, I really want Tack. Like, he's my first successful OC, and he has a special place in my heart, because he has the most tragic background of any character I've ever created, actually. And if you do read his story, do be warned that it has themes of abuse in it, just in case you're triggered by that or anything like that. But as the years go by, I just, like, every time I feel like I'm finished with Tack, I'm just like, no, I want to keep going with this character, because he's just so great. Like, there's just so much I can do with him, and I just love Batman Beyond so much that I want to keep the fandom alive, even though DC tries anything and everything to make it die and go away. But yeah, like, this is me drawing my most recent picture of Tack. It's him in sort of a middle ground between his splicing, because usually when he spliced, he has longer ears and stuff like that. But I drew his nails, and I just wanted to draw him for this video. And his story is actually pretty good right now. Like, it's good, not great, but it's good. It's a good read. It's nice, and it's not as long as some of my other stories that just go on forever. But if you like Tack and his little background and want to learn more about my little cat boy, my very first cat boy, his story is up on fanfiction.net, and the link is in the comments below this video. Okay, that's it. I'm Musashden here, there, and pretty much everywhere. Thanks for watching.